With To The Fore, Dante Lamb has created the most epic after-school special ever conceived. Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Dave Stoller, and this is my review of To The Fore. Dante Lamb is one of Hong Kong's best-known directors. He made Unbeatable and The Stool Pigeon. Then again, he made The Viral Factor and Sniper. So any new Dante Lamb film is always exciting because you never know what you're gonna get. To The Fore is the story of a Taiwanese bicycle team trying to win races and respect. Eddie Peng stars as the talented but egotistical young hotshot. Choi Siwon is his teammate and rival. It's hard to tell how he feels at any given time because plastic surgery has rendered his face a frozen mask. Or he can't act his way out of a wet paper bag. It's one or the other. Sean Dow plays the dutiful teammate who always helps ensure victory but never gets to win the race. Still, his hair is always perfect. So he's got that going for him.
Wang Luodan
Plays a female cyclist, that's not a euphemism, with a heart problem. And I don't mean romantical sick, though she has those problems too. Andrew Lin plays the team's coach and mentor. Will Eddie learn to be a team player? Will the girl get the guy she wants, and will that guy be the guy who wants the girl more than the other guy? Will a wayward team member learn the error of his ways? Will the team reunite after learning their respective life lessons? Will this film play in China? Well, since the answer to that one is yes, the answer to all the others is yes. I'm not spoiling anything. Anybody with the IQ above that of a rhododendron bush can see every bit of this movie coming from a mile away. I don't know what word goes past pedestrian, but I wish I did. Everything about it is leaden and obvious and embarrassingly derivative. There are no surprises and damned little wit. The only thing I enjoyed in this movie was Carl in a small role playing a manager so crooked that he needs a corkscrew to put his pants on. Practically everyone else in this movie is so clean cut, it made me sick. Not to mention they're cleanly cut with a cookie cutter. Oh! To The Fore was originally going to have the English title Breaking Wind. Luckily for us, that title was changed. Unluckily, the content wasn't. Considering how derivative virtually everything in this movie is, you'd think Dante Lamb would have at least had the sense to recycle Breaking Away, an Oscar-winning movie about bicycle racing. Then again, it's probably a good idea that he didn't recycle Breaking the Waves. That said, To The Fore definitely recycles movies you have seen before. Sadly and weirdly, it's a Taiwanese version of Talladega Nights. Intentionally or not, when your movie shares 3 plot points with a Will Ferrell comedy about NASCAR racing in Alabama, you got problems. Speaking of problems, I have some questions. Who was that photographer woman that got a couple of close-ups at different points in the movie but never said a word? It made her seem like a stalker. Why do the bad guys on the other racing team all have bleached blonde hair? I mean, could they not afford foreigners to play bad guys? Everybody's favorite homewrecker, Mandy Lou, plays the designated Anglophone tramp. Why do the slutty characters always speak English? Why are the male racers all about their sport, but the female racers are really just all about the boys? Why does so much of this movie look like it was shot on a phone, an old phone? For a lot of reasons, I understand why you can't film a very realistic, huge crash in a bicycle race. And I understand if you don't have the CGI budget for that sort of thing either. But you could do better than just having a bunch of people lay down with their bicycles and have some poor PA throwing water bottles into the frame. Why does that guy stick himself with a needle so big it would make an elephant faint? If someone you despise literally and intentionally pisses on you, why don't you hit him? Do people really gamble on bicycle races in Korea? And is having to race in that kind of situation really the social and moral equivalent of making your girlfriend become a hooker to pay your gambling debts? Are Koreans really that weird? If a racer's ankle is, and I quote, shattered, and the Achilles tendon is severed, how does that racer jump right back up to finish the race? The answer to that question, and probably all the other questions, is it's a movie. 10 minutes into this movie, I started counting the minutes left. And and there were 115 more. So after 125 minutes, as soon as I saw the first credit, I headed for the door. And someone tried to stop me and said, "Wait, there's more to see." And as I brushed past, all I could say was, "No, there isn't." I don't necessarily want to call this a bad movie because it might not be. I think that for the right audience, it might actually work. The film is, from what I was told after I watched it, made for teenagers. And on that level, I can understand it. Teenagers are the only people for whom the, frankly, pedantic storytelling and heavy-handed moralizing might actually inspire something other than confusion and pity. But I guess if you are a teenager or you have teenage kids, you could take them to see this movie and they might actually enjoy it. I'm sure a significant portion of the intended audience is just women and 10% of men who want to watch Eddie Peng in bike shorts. Knock yourselves out. But if you want to watch this movie, do like I did, pay for the privilege, even though I wouldn't call it a privilege. Go watch it in a cinema, or wait till you can rent it online, or wait till you can buy it. When it's released to home video, I'll update the description with a link where you could do just that. Remember, don't steal movies. If you enjoyed this review, please tell me. If you didn't enjoy it, tell me. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sean Dow plays the